Oke. Udah boleh dimulai, Pak? Oh, udah masuk ya?
Sudah masuk. Good morning, everyone. Good day. Good day, everyone. Hi. First, I want to thank you for joining today's Asian webinar training. Today, we have National Academy of Professional Studies, NAPS, and here we have Rizky Anissa and Veronica. Please join us. Yeah, Veronica is a marketing manager at NAPS, and Miss Rizky Anissa is a regional representative officer at NAPS. We will be sharing insight on NAPS profile programs, update on intakes, and scholarship as well. Rizky and Veronica, without further delay, I would like to invite our speakers, Rizky and Veronica, to begin the presentations. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you, Pak Febri. Thank you, Yes Education, for arranging this webinar. I'm gonna start introducing myself first. Nama aku Rizky, biasanya dipanggil Rizky. Aku based di Jakarta, Veronica based di Sydney. Veronica, you can go.
Hello everyone, my name is Veronica. I'm based in Sydney. I am the marketing manager, National Academy of Professional Studies. I am so excited to spend a bit of time with you, introduce our school today. Thank you.
Oke, jadi kita sebenarnya dari Education Group, it's called the AN, Australian Education Network. Kita punya 4 institusi yang ada di Education Group kita. Yang pertama ada NAPS, National Academy of Professional Studies, ada di Melbourne dan Sydney CBD. Terus kita sekarang baru tambah location lagi di Parramatta. Nah, kita juga punya 3 vocational college, ada Harbour College, Australian Harbour International College, biasa kita panggil AHIC, adanya di Sydney CBD, di Surrey Hills. Terus kita punya 2 college di Parramatta, di TKL College dan juga Western Sydney College. Dan juga kita punya early course program di TKL College. Terus sekarang mungkin Veronica bisa lanjutin untuk NAPS-nya dulu, jadi aku akan stop share screen ya, Pak. Veronica, you can share your screen for the NAPS.
Yep. Let's see. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it's all good. Can you see the screen?
All good, Veronica.
Okay, let me introduce our school. We call the NAPS, National Academy of Professional Study. We are the education provider providing the higher education but diploma program up to master degree. So our campus, we do have so far 2,850 capacity. We are having 4 campuses. Our foundation and the main headquarter campus is located in Sydney, and then we do have campus in Parramatta. Recently, we just got 2 campus approval in Parramatta CBD area. Also, we have got campus in Victoria, in Melbourne, like also it's one in CBD. We got a beautiful and great location for international students, so they do not just belong to in the CBD when they choose the accommodation to live. We are providing undergraduate up to postgraduate program with the business, IT, social work, professional accounting, as well as childcare program. So our school, we are young generation school. We started our project since 2018. We are heading on to 2025 and 2026. We do have a multiple program with a multiple location. We have a very strong compliance team, so we never fail when we're launching some new course on our scope and new campuses as well. So our location, which is most good selling point when you introduce our school to your prospective student. We do have a Sydney CBD campus, which is just 2 minutes away from Central Station, which is the biggest station in Australia. So we have got right in front of our campus, we do have Alfredo Park and swimming pool, which allow to give them a concession for our NAPS student, so they can have a great time during their break time, even on the weekend with our student card. We do also have got a Melbourne CBD campus level. We are using level 2, 6, and 7, 20 Queen Street in Melbourne. However, at this moment, we are only operating level 6 and 7. Another good point about our school is the financial part. Melbourne campus, we are not renting out. It owned by our school, so we do have a very strong financial team behind. We also have a Parramatta campus, one in the Westfield Shopping Center, which allowed them to access from the Parramatta train station to the campus without going out. So it's very secure and then best location in Parramatta CBD. Some of you might not know about the Parramatta, giving you the brief information about Parramatta. Parramatta is the 10th biggest city in Australia, second biggest city in New South Wales, and then pretty much a lot of government jobs and the big companies are shifting from Sydney CBD to Parramatta because we are having second big international airport in Sydney, and it's close by to Parramatta. So Parramatta has got a good potential for international students for their study destination. We also have another campus which is on High Street, so 55 High Street. This campus is approximately 11 minutes walk from the Parramatta station. Otherwise, they also alternatively get off to the Harris Park station, allowed 2 minutes walk to get to the campus. So you probably can notice that how convenient location that we are. The reason that our students choose our school, there are few information, definitely diversity, locations, campuses, modern, the classroom, study method, profile, as well as how we look after international students, because we are, most of our staff members are senior. Myself, I have been in education industry last 20 years in Australia. So we understand, that this is very important, especially when you work with the school. Of course, the school's reputation, schools, name and schools, the program, definitely important. But on top of that, they need to understand why international students choose the program, and then why agency ask such a question on behalf of a student. Because many universities that I know, they sort of like refuse to answer to the agency. But definitely, whenever Yes Education communicate with us, we will take as a priority, and then we will try to solve the problem or answer the query so that you, as a sub agency, doesn't suffer when communicate with the Yes Education as well. So we have got 5 P's: people, place, partnership, professionalism, as well as program. So I'm going to go through that quickly about the people. As I slightly mentioned before, most of our staff members are senior and they've been in industry at least 10 years. Our Professor Sam and then Professor Eugene, Peter, as well as Suman, they all have got a legal background. So Professor Sam, who is president as well as CEO, he was a faculty dean for 20 years at UTS for the law faculty degree. So he's very well known in the education market as well as the migration law market. Professor Eugene, he was the faculty dean at Canberra University. Also, he has got legal background in US because he is basically American Australian. Suman as well. Suman also completed his Bachelor of Law in UTS. He is working as a lawyer in Australia. So you can see that we got a very strong law background. That's why we never fail whenever we're looking, we submit the information to TEXA or compliance team. Place, I already emphasized 3 times. Probably you will hate me if I talk about the location again, so let me skip for that part. Just for your information, at the end of this presentation, I'm happy to share this PowerPoint presentation. So if you are taking a photo, you don't need to, unless you want to. Also, third one, let's say partnership, very important part, because some of the courses after the completion, they may not be able to apply for the independent skills visa unless they study on the accreditation body. So our accounting program, Islamic business, professional accounting programs are accredited by ACCA, CA, CPA Australia, which means that they need to learn like 5 to 6 core unit when they apply for the exam. We are teaching during the class time at NEPS. We also have got accreditation by AASW for our Bachelor of Social Work. At this moment, because we are new school, like a young school, therefore that we have got a conditional like accreditation, provisional accreditation. It does not mean that we are not qualified. It's just a procedure of AASW. So that means until we have a first graduate, we are not able to change any condition. So other than that, this condition pretty stays same as other full accreditation school. We also have our diploma and Bachelor of Early Childhood Education has got ASEQA accreditation as well. We got full accreditation for the ASEQA. So definitely our teams are very professional and we do our best to provide the professional services to the student as well as our client. So if you have got any problem, we will be the first one, always try to work it out. So you can contact me, or if you prefer talking in Indonesian or you want to go follow like same time, that you can definitely contact Rizky, that we can work it out properly. Also, our admin team, another good point is that we have got offshore team for offshore admin team, which is allowed to issue the offer letter Monday to Sunday from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Sydney time. So pretty much when you have got urgent cases, we are the one probably provide the offer letter or COE as fast as possible. Last one, we do have a multiple program, but I'm going to go through the details. But most good selling point of our school compared to other existing private education provider, we do have a unique program. Plus, most of our courses are related with migration. So we very focused for the skillful courses rather than theory-based. So we do have a Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, Bachelor of Social Work. Both courses are 4 years duration. As you might know, higher education in Australia duration 3 years, but these two courses are 4 years program. We also have got a Bachelor IT, Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Business, Islamic Business. Islamic Business, we are the one and only education provider in Australia. Therefore, it's very beneficial when they're launching the course. It's easy to make the GS document because there's no other option except NEPS when they want to study Islamic business. We do have a Master of IT, Master of Professional Accounting, as well as MBA program. On top of that, we also have got a 1-year program, which is graduate diploma management, business administration, as well as graduate diploma IT. I'm going to go through the detail once the slide come up. So MIT, our MIT program, we have 2 streamlines. Number 1, with the IT background student. Number 2, without IT background student. So what it means, some students, they have a Bachelor of IT or computer science background. They want to continue their career with a master. That is one streamline. But, sometimes some student has got a lot of IT background, IT work experience, but they never study Bachelor of IT. We still can accommodate these students on the Master of IT. Master of IT, as long as the student has a bachelor degree, we can take the student for the Master of IT program. Our Master of IT very specialized for cybersecurity and networking. All master programs entry requirement is 6.5 and with no less than 6.0 score. PTE, definitely we got, I believe that the latest update, so that you need to follow by each skills point. We do have MBA program, 2 years program. What I found out, our Indonesian students, they apply like MBA program more than other courses because majority of MBA applicants from Indonesia, they are already here in Australia with working holiday visa. You know, to apply for working holiday visa from Indonesia to Australia, most student has got IELTS 6.0 minimum and they finish a bachelor degree. So for the reason, 1 year they're finishing working holiday visa, they wanted to study MBA because it's gonna be low risk, and then this is like a right pathway in terms of academic. So MIT, MBA, as well as MPA, we both this program, we are providing both campus in Sydney as well as Parramatta. However, March has finished it, and then we have opened these courses for July intake. Sometimes there is two reasons when student want to study or when agent want to send the student to our school for the graduate diploma. It is number one, they want to secure the student's case. You know, if a student get a 2 years MBA program, for example, 6 months later, they have a chance to move to another school with a release letter. So they don't want to lose their student for 2 years program. So they ask us, Veronica, can you make the one graduate diploma business administration plus 1 year master of business administration? We happy to do it, and we are not going to put additional deposit for the master degree, the COE. So that is the case, but practically, I think, you know, immigration always want to have clean data. So I recommend them to joining for the master degree rather than just combine with the 1 year graduate diploma plus like a master degree. But it is really up to you, and we're happy to provide it. Most popular program, Bachelor of Early Childhood Education at the moment. Because I know most of your students are offshore, but you might have got some onshore student already. Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, as you might know, this is almost the right pathway after the course completion to apply PR. So Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, our school required 6.0. Some of university, they still require them to provide the 6.5, but our entry requirement is 6.0, which is already another good selling point for your prospective student. But only difference is they need to have each band score 6.0 as well. Our school, Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, we are giving maximum 11 units credit transfer if they are studying they already complete 2 years diploma program and they're joining to our Bachelor Early Childhood Education. What 11 unit means, 4 units is 1 semester. So that means almost 12 units is 1.5 years. Therefore, if any student complete up to diploma program, they will get around 1.5 years exemption. So within 2.5 years, they can complete the course, and then they probably be able to lodging the graduation visa as well as for the skills migration visa. For the reason, Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, we just started opening since last year, November intake. We have more than 100 students on campus so far. We aim to have 250 students by March intake. So definitely Bachelor of Early Childhood Education is the most popular program among the international students. Plus the Victoria government, they mentioned that by 2028, Victoria's government will need minimum 20,000 education the educator for their prospect. So there is definitely job prospect, job opportunities are waiting for the international student. Our school, we are fully in charge for the students' work placement because they require for the some internship program. We are fully in charge, and we do have got a department for the job placement. So they don't need to look for the placement center by themselves. So we organize everything on behalf of the student. So that each course has a different structure for the work placement. For Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, we place a student from the 2nd semester. So they already start getting full experience during their study. Of course, if a student has done diploma and moving to bachelor, their work placement period might be changed, but still the amount of work placement hours are stay the same. So think about it. If you have any onshore student who are about to finish a diploma, diploma program is 2 years, and we still give 1.5 years credit. TAPE is giving 11 unit credit, and then us. And then, our competitor, Icon or other university, they give around like 8 to 9 credits. So you can see the much benefit when they calculate for the full price. And then our tuition fee is very reasonable. So we have pretty much all students are pretty happy. But these programs are pretty serious program, and students always wanted to learn with good academic. I'm very proud our lecturer. First of all, the faculty dean, Rose M. She was faculty dean at TAPE, lasted 17 years, and then we just convinced her to join our school. So we got a very strong academic team. Our lecturers have got a good diversity, some of them from Indonesia, definitely Australia, US, and China, Paraguay, Bangladesh as well. So we got a very good multi-diversity in terms of academic education. Some students, they want to study diploma early childhood education first, which allowed 2 years study. But still entry requirement is the same, even though they apply diploma on the higher education. Sometimes, immigration, they don't really consider detail, and they just see, oh, diploma, I want to refuse it, So instead of we take a piece of risk, I recommend them to joining the bachelor degree directly nowadays, because entry requirement is same. English requirement the same, so only difference is they might need to pay 2 more years for the overseas student has cover. So think about it. Our early childhood education, we are operating this program in High Street, Parramatta, because Parramatta campus has got bigger space, and that we want to make the childcare center in-house, for the reason that we decide to switch from Sydney CBD campus to the Parramatta campus. Any student currently studying childcare program in city CBD campus, they stay the same, but all March intake onward, they gonna study in Parramatta campus. Another good selling point, international student, even though they are rich, they still want to get the job, and they don't want to be bothered in terms of like working and then study, right? So TAPE, they give 11 units credit. They are slightly even cheaper than private sector, but the reason that they choose the school like us is because of the timetable. Even TAPE, for example, during the term, during the semester, they change the timetable. It's very, very difficult for our international students to keep the job if they change the timetable without the notice. However, we aim to keep the 2 days shift. Each semester, 2 days might be changed, but we aim to put the like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, something like that, so that at least the student can secure their job while they're studying the childcare program. Bachelor of Social Work, it's a super, super hot program because there are very great opportunity. You can see that the entry requirement is pretty similar like the Bachelor of Nursing program, and even Bachelor of Social Work is 1 year longer than nursing. But the reason they're choosing for the social work, because of the job availability. If a student complete the Bachelor of Nursing, they likely can apply for the RN, registered nurse, right? But Bachelor of Social Work gives you diversity job opportunity. They can work in the hospital, because by law in Australia, each hospital must have social workers. When I was in a hospital, like for 2 weeks hospitalized, I had a social worker, and then the social worker came every day to give some general counseling and the listening. So they are like a psychologist. For the reason, when students complete the Bachelor of Social Work and then moving forward master degree in Western Australia, they allow them to get the title as a doctor degree. So a Bachelor of Social Work has great opportunity. Only difficult is entry requirement, because English requirement in the Bachelor of Social Work, they need to have IELTS 7.0 each band, which is not easy. I think, like, to be honest with you, last my exam, I didn't even get 7 each band. I got an overall 7, but 7.0, it's like another level for me. So it's very challenging, but this is the AASW requirement. Therefore, even though it's bachelor degree, they must have 7.0 each band for that. They or alternative option is the PTE score, still pretty high. Nowadays, you can see the speaking became like 76, so they need a little bit more time to prepare for the English proficiency. Once they complete the social work, they definitely can be the social worker. They can work for the government. They work for they can work for the hospital as well as public school as well. Nowadays, they believe that teachers' welfare is also fairly important. Therefore, that big school or private school, they have social workers in-house. So they have a multiple opportunity, including working in aged care center, NDIS disability support center, and etc. Yeah, we do have a Bachelor of IT. Our Bachelor of IT specialized for the cybersecurity and networking and software development. So, as you are professional advisor, I just give you the brief information. In Australia, we really need the IT specialist, information technology and communication technology. However, software development, the market is going slightly down. Yeah, a lot of big company, they process redundancy for the software development, but they putting double money for the cybersecurity and networking because government push more and more requirement to keep this privacy and then hacking and everything. So if you have a student, they are considering to study, you probably can like give like nice advice. Cybersecurity and networking is a high demand job in Australia. Software development is getting a little bit like a less demand because every companies are relying on like a Amazon cloud or big company as a third outsourcing company, and the outsourcing companies are not located in Sydney or Australia. So we are providing cybersecurity networking and the software development. In the second semester or second year, they can choose which subject they can go. They still have got a 1 semester up to 1 year time to decide what career they want to follow. Bachelor of Business, we do have accounting program. As I mentioned earlier, we have got our course are accredited by ACCA, CPA, and CA Australia. We regularly inviting this company to come and give you the general information and then what is their future opportunity after they complete. Islamic business, as I mentioned, it's unique. We are the one and only education provider in Australia. So if any student apply for the Islamic business, there is like very good chance to get visa granted because we hardly got visa refusal with this program. However, because of the low demand and Islamic business is not direct entry for the permanent residence visa, so very less demand. So we are not operating for the March intake. We are not considering to open up July intake, but let's see how it goes. Our July intake outline will come by next week. We will definitely let you know. We will announce if we open up the Islamic business. But just for your brief information, Veronica, what's the difference Islamic business and Islamic studies? I saw that Sydney University, UNSW, UTS providing Islamic studies. Why you say that you are the one and only provider for Islamic business? It is because Islamic studies, they learn about Islamic culture, languages, Quran, they're like ethics, they're like a future opportunity, and they're like a culture and general, the background about the Islamic state. Our Islamic business is more focusing to the student who want to open up in the Islamic Muslim culture. So we are teaching very direct information about the Islamic banking principle, tax law, and Sharia's compliance, business advisor. We are teaching like Islamic finance in the in general law so they can understand before they enter. So if you have any student plan to work in Dubai or Qatar, these students are the right candidate to study for this Islamic business. However, some student, like visa is so important, right? So we allow them to change it to Bachelor of Business Accounting on year 3 if they want to. Year 1 and year 2, Bachelor of Business Accounting, Bachelor of Business Islamic Business, they learn exactly same unit. Therefore, on year 3, they still can switch it to Bachelor of Accounting if they want to. They're not going to lose any unit. They're not going to lose any time frame, but they just gonna get the new COE under the accounting. Yeah, we're heading to the end. You can see that, like, nowadays IELTS is such an important, like, Indonesia stays as an assessment level 1, thank God, because suddenly they announced in January some Bangladeshi was a level 1, and all of a second next month they say, oh no, they are level 3, But Indonesia luckily still stay the same. However, providing IELTS English proficiency is definitely key point in terms of getting visa granted. So this is the guidance. You can definitely find the information throughout the Australia immigration website. But to make a story short, there is like some chart and then they can do it. Our Indonesian student, however, even though they have like just they don't have a 6.0 or 6.5 for the master degree, we still can allow them to make the package to go there because you are assessment level 1, and we also have got English, the program on the TKL English. This is a general scholarship that we are providing to other market. This is the standard tuition fee. However, we are giving the additional scholarship and then COE payment system for Indonesian market offshore particularly. So for example, Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, which is most popular at the moment, it is like $10,000 per semester, but we're giving 1,000 scholarships. So Indonesian passport holder just pay for 9,000 per semester. But then you probably can say, oh, Veronica, how much for the onshore price? Because my student will not be happy if they know that they pay a lot of money. The reality, yes, they are expensive than onshore market. However, it's not huge different. It's like per semester, 500 different. 500 divided by 24 weeks, it's not really big difference, like $20 different per week than an onshore student. And then I believe that why we are putting onshore tuition fee little down than the offshore market. Good part for Indonesian student, other market, we usually charging for the full 1-year fee to apply the COE. However, our Indonesian student, if they pay for half tuition fee, half semester fee, so let's say 1-term fee plus enrollment fee, we're happy to issue the COE for that. So let's say if you have a student who want to study MBA program, instead of they paying the $19,000, they just simply can pay $5,000, which is 4,750 tuition fee plus 250 enrollment fee. Then you can ask like, oh, Veronica, when can they pay for the balance? They can pay the balance as soon as they got visa granted or at least 2 weeks before their arrival time. So we definitely have got flexibility in terms of providing the COE. Please let me know if you have any candidate for that. Lastly, we do have got definitely important intake. We have a trimester system. So we have March intake, July, as well as November intake. However, 2026 November and onward, we haven't opened the admission yet because, we are the small capacity provider. It is a big capacity, but we count as a small considered to the university level. So I believe that we will be full by July intake, and I'm very positive and hopeful. So far, since we got a new Parramatta market, which allowed us another 850 capacity, we already fill up within 2 weeks time. So less than less than 15 days. As of today, we already fill up 200 applications because it's very strong in the market at the moment, both onshore and offshore. So yeah, so we are providing onshore. We still open up the March admission, but offshore case, we are opening only 13th of July intake as of now. What we usually do, we recommend agency to consider and counsel student at least 6 months before and then submit the application. And within like 5 months before course commence, we recommend them to process for the all GS submission. And then 4 months before payment, they pay for it. And then at least like within 4 months launching the visa so they can have enough time. Nowadays immigration delayed a lot, even though they grant a little like a later than timeline, still visa grant ratio is really high, especially social work and early childhood education with the English proficiency. Very, very good outcome so far. We're very happy with the outcomes than we expected. But yes, Bachelor of Business or Bachelor of IT have a slightly high visa refusal than before. Yeah, this is the current situation. We definitely give you all the update. How we apply, we do have an application form, but yes, Yes Education is our master agency. You don't need to follow this procedure because if you have no agent agreement with us, we probably not gonna process application or just a direct application. You know that now new regulation, any application or anyone got the COE as a direct COE without agent appointment, we are not eligible to give you the commission. So everything had to be step ahead than before. Yes Education, they are fully registered education agency, authorized agency for all our 4 colleges, including NEPS. So you can simply let them process for everything. Anything they needed, they will let us know. And then so far, we really like Yes Education is one of the top master agency in Australia. So we're very glad they're working together with them. Yeah, if you have any problem, if you are not happy with us or is something delayed, I believe that Yes Education will lodging the complaint before you make the complaint. So yes, so I think that's it for today. If you have any question, please contact directly to Yes Study team, and then we will sincerely answer all your questions. I think that is for now today. Should I go with the Q&A or we can do it later?
I think we can continue with Rizky first.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I just go, but I'm very sorry because I've got another the training session with the Korean market. I'm originally from South Korea, and they want me to do it in Korean, so I might have to excuse to and then be off today. Thank you very much for your time.
Veronica,
Yes.
I think before you left, there is a specific question for NAPS
Yeah.
from the agents.
Yeah.
From Juan, can the Bachelor of Social Works enable students to study medical science in the future, which enable them to become a general practitioner?
So far, Bachelor of Social Work, even though they learn a lot of psychology, medical, like some, science, it does not mean that they can apply for the general practice or psychologist at the level. But also they're gonna be registered associate member of social work. They definitely it's a slightly different line, but it's under the medical science. Yeah.
All right. The next question is this interesting question. Can we apply for Bachelor Business, Islamic Business, even though you are not a Muslim?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is another fun fact. We are teaching, we are aiming the non-Muslim to understand the Islamic culture. So, for example, Rizky, she knows the general information about work ethic, what to do, not to do as a Muslim. But I don't know, like I still make heaps of mistake whenever I build up the relationship with the Muslim agencies, Islamic background people. So this program designed for the people who need to understand about the Islamic culture. So therefore, many like still it's twisted. You know, some Islamic the background student they wanted to learn this Islamic business in Western culture and they apply. But non-Islamic, but let's say Indonesia, you, even though like many people are Muslim, but they still have Christian, but they have to work with the Muslim people at some point, right? This candidate is also very perfect to apply the program. Yes.
All right. So the next question is about the assessment level. What about
Oh, we
NAPS?
yeah, National Academic Professional Study, we are assessment level 2 as of today. We don't know what's going to happen next batch, but so far we are happy to announce that we are assessment level 2.
All right. So last question, if any referral fee for the agents, I think we can discuss later.
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right. Veronica,
Okay,
thank you. And
thank you so
then we can
much.
continue to risky presentation.
Yeah, if I can finish my one kicker, because it will take 15 minutes and I can be off, but I will enter once the game. Otherwise,
All
terima
right.
kasih.
All right. Thank you, Veronica. Terima kasih.
Masih Veronica.
Thank you.
All right, Rizky.
Oke, aku share langsung ya, Pak.
Silakan.
Sama kayaknya tadi ada pertanyaan yang ketinggalan, Pak. Ada assessment level sama priority level.
Quality
Kalau
level, ya.
priority level, kita level 2.
Level 2 ya.
Jadi normal visa processing.
Oke.
Oke, aku Vocational College ada di Sydney CBD em, dan juga di Paramata. Terus kita juga punya early course program di TKL College. Jadi, em, of course, yang kenapa student harus belajar vocational karena lebih praktikal, terus cost effective dan juga durationnya lebih cepat daripada bachelor. Terus ini brief information tentang EQF level aja, tapi kalau yang kita provide, yang kita offer di vocational college kita itu mulai dari certificate 3 sampai graduate diploma. Jadi program yang kita punya itu ada Kitchen and Hospitality Management, programnya itu bisa Certificate for in Kitchen Management, terus Diploma of Hospitality. Kalau misalnya Certificate for and Diploma itu 2 tahun durationnya, kalau sama Advanced Diploma of Hospitality di package 3 COE jadinya 11 term. Kita punya di tiga-tiganya kampus kita di Harbour College, di Western Sydney College dan juga di TKL College. Nah, kalau misalnya kitchen kita itu lokasinya juga dekat banget dari kampus. Tapi kitchen kita itu adanya di CBD. Jadi student-student yang belajar di Paramata juga ke kitchen harus yang di CBD. Jadi apa namanya? Kitchen kita itu di belakangnya kampus Harbour College. Jadi student nggak harus jauh-jauh. Kitchen kita itu juga owned by our school, jadi kita nggak sharing sama sekolah lain, tapi kita sharing sama sekolah lain yang kita punya. Jadi kita sharing sama Western Sydney College dan juga TKL College. Terus kita juga punya Information Technology, ada diploma and advanced diploma, nanti duration study-nya itu 2 tahun. Kita punya di tiga-tiganya college kita, ada di Harbour College, di Sydney, sama di Western Sydney College, dan juga di TKL Paramata. Terus kita juga punya program Early Child Education. Kita offer Certificate 3 and Diploma of Hospitality, Diploma of Early Child Education. Durationnya 2 tahun. Kita punya di Harbour College dan juga di TKL College. Terus kita juga punya Health and Management Courses. Jadi Health and Management Courses ada Certificate Foreign Aging Support bisa di package dengan Diploma of Community Services. Itu ada di Harbour College aja currently. Kalau di Western Sydney College cuma ada diplomanya aja. Nah, kita juga sebenarnya bisa package juga sama Advanced Diploma of Community Sector. Kebetulan program ini cuma ada di Harbour College aja, jadi cuma di Sydney aja. Terus kita juga punya trade courses, jadi kita punya civil construction design as well as the um, carpentry dan juga wall and floor tiling. civil construction design sama carpentry dan wall and floor tiling itu bisa kita package nanti jadi durationnya 2 tahun. Tapi kalau misalnya mau Diploma of Civil Construction Design dan Advanced Diploma of Construction Design itu juga 2 tahun. Jadi nanti ada credit exemptionnya di Advanced Diploma of Civil Construction Design. Kita punya di Harbour College dan juga di Western Sydney College. Terus kita punya bisnis program, kita punya Cert for in Business, diploma sama advanced diploma juga, tapi cuma ada di Harbour College aja. Nah, kita juga punya Leadership and Management, ada graduate diploma 2 tahun kalau misalnya di vocational, ada di Harbour College, di Western Sydney College, dan juga TKL College. Nah, kita juga punya program accounting. Jadi di NAPS kita punya Bachelor of Accounting di Harbour College, Washington Sydney College sama TKL College. Kita juga punya vocational accountingnya. Jadi kita offer Certificate for in Accounting, Diploma of Accounting juga. Terus kita punya Project Management. Kebetulan Project Management ini cuma ada di Harbour College. Kita juga punya carpentry dan juga wall and floor tiling, itu sama-sama 2 tahun. Nah, kalau misalnya studentnya nilai IELTS-nya itu masih kurang, kan kalau untuk vocational IELTS yang kita require itu 6.0. Kalau misalnya masih kurang 5.0 atau 5.5, kita bisa package sama ELICOS, tapi ELICOS kita adanya di Paramata. Jadi student harus selesain ELICOS-nya dulu di Paramata, baru mereka move ke Sydney kalau misalnya mereka mau study di Harbour College. Untuk vocational college, kita punya 8 intakes, jadi basically monthly intakes. Kita yang cuma nggak punya di bulan Maret, bulan Juni, bulan September, sama bulan Desember. Sisanya kita ada intakes. Terus ini nomor ku aja. I'm sure everyone has it. Kalau misalnya lewat Pak Febri, nanti mungkin bisa lewat Pak Febri aja. Nah, ini social medianya dan websitenya Vocational College kita. Oh, oke. Kalau untuk requirement-nya nanti bisa lewat Pak Febri aja. Dan juga kita onshore price itu beda sama offshore price. Jadi nanti bisa ditanyain lewat Pak Febri. Kecuali untuk TKL College sampai Juni tanggal 30 akhir Juni kita ada promotional um, onshore fee sama offshore fee sama. Jadi much more affordable than the Harbour College. Gitu aja sih Pak Febri.
Alright, Rizky, thank you. Teman-teman, ada pertanyaan lain untuk Rizky mengenai tadi college-college yang ditawarkan oleh NAPS dan juga PET dari yang lain seperti Harbour College, lalu TKL, sama Western Sydney College. Teman-teman ada
Ya,
Pak
pertanyaan?
Febri,
mungkin
aku boleh tunjukin flyernya Harbor nggak ya?
Boleh?
Oke.
Ya, sambil menunggu Rizky, aku
Iya Pak.
mungkin
Halo, Mas Farid.
ini pertanyaan terkait.
Macet Mas
Jadi
Farid.
intiknya kapan? Halo, halo,
Mas
sorry.
Farid, sorry, putus-putus.
Ya,
Ya,
Halo.
halo
Sudah
udah Mas.
dengar?
Mas.
Oke, ya.
Sudah.
Jadi mau tanya terkait dengan tadi Bachelor of Business in Islamic Business itu jadinya open intake-nya kapan ya?
Islamic business.
Tadi si Veronica kan konfirmasi eh, belum open ya untuk intake
Iya,
Februari atau Juli ini.
iya Mas Farid. Jadi tahun ini kayaknya kita nggak akan offer Islamic business sih Mas Farid. Gitu, soalnya rata-rata mereka jadi switch ke accounting gitu.
Oh, oke, oke, oke.
Mm-mm.
Jadi masih
Jadi
belum pasti untuk belum
ya.
belum open ya untuk 2026. Jadi 2027 masih
Sebenarnya kita
in
nggak tahu
process.
kalau November bakal open atau enggak, tapi untuk July intake nggak dibuka, Mas Farid. Tapi nanti kalau misalnya November open, pasti aku kabarin sih.
Oke,
Gitu.
siap kalau begitu. Terus tadi pertanyaan terkait dengan Bachelor of social work kan minimal 7.
Mm-mm.
Itu bisa nggak di package dengan Erikos?
Kita bisa package sama Navitas English, Mas Farid.
Oke, so package-nya dengan institusi lain ya, bukan
Iya,
under dari
bukan under kita.
ya. Oke.
Oke, aku mau jelasin tentang flyernya aja sih, Pak. Jadi ini flyer untuk Harbour College Offshore. Kita ada promotional course fee-nya. Jadi package course fee-nya itu yang ada di kolom terakhir dan duration yang fix-nya itu ada di kolom terakhir karena duration yang di flyer itu sebenarnya nanti akan ke kredit. Jadi kita em, duration-nya itu yang fix-nya yang ada di kolom terakhir. Terus untuk initial payment kita minta 1 term plus material fee, biasanya kita bagi 2 atau kita bagi 4, sama enrollment fee $200. Tuh. Nah, ini udah aku kirim ke Pak Febri sih kalau misalnya ada yang butuh. Jadi ini pembayarannya per term, kalau NAPS itu per semester. Tapi kalau misalnya studentnya butuh banget bayar per term, nggak apa-apa sih, nanti kabarin aja.
Alright,
Pak Febri, ini
teman-teman.
ada pertanyaan, aku izin jawab ya, Pak.
Oh, boleh, 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 boleh.
Untuk FAT priority dan assessment levelnya level berapa? Untuk vocational, semua vocational college kita itu level 3. Untuk priority-nya tetap level 2. Gitu aja sih Pak Febri.
Oke, ada lagi teman-teman yang ingin bertanya? Nanti untuk recording dan juga untuk slide presentasi ini kita akan share berbarengan. Nanti biasanya juga teman-teman nanti akan terima ya melalui email dan melalui kalau untuk recording kita teman-teman bisa cek di YouTube channel kita. Nanti juga akan di upload di sana. Tinggal teman-teman streaming aja dari sana. Oke, kalau sudah tidak ada lagi, mungkin Rizky hari ini cukup trainingnya. Nanti kalau misalnya ada inquiry atau ada students, Rizky welcome untuk kita arrange one-on-one consultation ya.
Yes. Terus,
Oke, oke teman-teman, terima kasih buat teman-teman yang akan menjalankan ibadah sholat Jumat. Selamat menjalankan ibadah sholat Jumat juga. Dan untuk teman-teman yang lain, selamat beristirahat makan siang. Happy Friday dan sampai jumpa.
Thank you Pak Febri,
Thank you
thank you Mas Farid,
Rizky.
thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you,
Thank you
Rizky. Thank you
semua.
all.
Saya izin untuk stop recordingnya.
Ya, oke Pak.
Oke.